Welcome to the American Rambler with your host Paul Grofton here on the Bastion of Unfree Speech, better known as YouTube. Okay, today we're going to be talking about females, trying to help them out, trying to help them get dates. But sorry, we don't advocate for getting married unless you are living in a country that is friendly to men, or at least equal to men in the divorce laws, such as the Ukraine and, surprisingly, the Muslim countries. And I think Scotland is one of them as well, where as long as she doesn't live with you, you have no obligation to pay alimony. In the Ukraine, if she's been working within the last 30 days, when she files a divorce, you have no obligation to pay her. At least that's my understanding. Okay, so looking at some of these people, how they have these women saying, what you need to do to get me. No, I don't need to do anything to get you. I don't want you. Most of the time, what I hear sounds like ghetto trash, trailer trash, garden implements. Unfortunately, these women are doing a great disservice to other women, the minority, and I mean very, very slim minority. I'd say about less than 1% are marriage material and will go out of their way to make their marriage work. I disagree with people like the Quartering, Better Bachelor, Taylor the Fiend. There is no value for the men. Men, before you start dating and considering, is she the one? I suggest you read this child's story, The Little Red Hen. And no, not the communist version. The one that shows, unless she is building something with you, she deserves nothing. I'm actually probably one of the few men out there that is actually agreeing with Megan Bezos, with the exception of where she's spending her money. It was Bezos' own ego that got him into trouble. Okay. So, but here. Now, women, you need to stop evaluating men before you can start dating. You need to evaluate yourself. Can you cook? Okay. If you can't cook, minus 10 points. Can you sew? Minus another 10 points. Can you clean a house? Minus another 10 points. Okay. So these are things that men are looking for. Do you actually respect men? I'm not saying you have to respect men in general, but are you civil to them? Do you talk down? Do you trash men when other women are trashing men? Are you listening to women that are trashing their husbands in front of other people? Another 10 points. Are you willing to have sex with the man, even if you are not interested at the time? You know, you think he's handsome, but, I'm just too tired. You know, some days we don't feel like going to work, but we still do. What is going to happen to us if we don't go back to work? we're going to get fired. Marriage for women is the only job where a woman can get fired and still get paid. So forget, men, you need to look at them like this. What do they actually have? Because women have told us, oh, men can cook for themselves. Okay, we learn to cook. Men can sew his own, can fix his own clothes, so we fix our own clothes. Okay. Men, women have told us, okay, they can clean their own house, so we clean their own house. We clean our own house, okay? Then we realize, wait a minute. Why am I paying all this money to take her out to dinner, place that she chooses or she likes? And then what do I receive from this? Lycus is right. Tom Lycus is right. Meet for coffee. If she doesn't come with a to-go bag, leave. But then again, in the Me Too era, I suggest you find somebody with a contractual relationship. You spell out what they have to do, and if not, okay? And you don't do that in areas where it is illegal. Nevada has a couple of areas like that. Some states are saying, well, we're not going to prosecute anymore. Same as they are saying that, with the marijuana, we're not going to prosecute anymore. The contract doesn't have to be, well, I suggest getting it done in writing. I'm not sure if they still do this in Czechoslovakia, but I hear they still do it in Thailand. Even, if you get the garden tool, and they also clean your house. So, but I wouldn't call them a garden tool. I would call the modern Western woman or the modern American woman a garden tool. Even biblically, Solomon, who was the wisest of all kings, said the garden tool was more honest than any of the women in the room. So, women, if you really want a man, one, stop joining in on all these hate fests at work, at home, bars, wherever. Get new friends. Find the friends that truly love men. 2, respect your man. Okay, because I'm going to tell you a little secret here. The feminists have been defining what men want because that is the only thing that they have. And they don't have anything that's worthy for a man. So the number one thing that men want from women is actually respect. Number 4 is actually sex. Number 2, learn to cook. And I'm not talking about hot dogs on white bread or ketchup, cheese, and pizza. Learn to actually cook. And no, I'm not talking about a 4-course dine-in meal, but being able to cook a healthy meal. Number 3, learn to clean a house. Okay? One of my previous girlfriends was actually quite surprised that I cleaned the house better than she did. Well, ex-Navy training. All vertical surfaces must be clean. You just can't mop over the floor. Okay? Number 4, learn to sew or learn to do crafts. Okay? Those impress men quite a bit. Number 5, learn home economics. how to invest stocks, how to cut coupons where you can save money, green things. Okay, these things help you and help them. Okay, the less stress you put on the man, the longer he's going to be around and the more he's able to help you. Okay, if you want a traditional man, you're going to need to be a traditional woman. We are tired of hearing the Tommy Laurens, these ghetto people, saying this is what you want. If that's what you want, get used to getting cats. There's plenty of free adoptions, but I don't suggest it, because if a man doesn't want you, don't subject a poor cat to it. Okay, this has been the American Rambler with dating advice on Wednesday for the women and some for the men.